redox reaction, multiple choice questions. Your more. Question 1, NO2 minus ions can be reduced in a acidic solution to NO. How many electrons are gained when each NO2 minus ion is reduced? NO2 minus, so we go from minus 4 plus 3 to NO minus 2 plus 2. How many electrons are gained? Answer is going to be 2, I think. Yeah. Question 2. Which incomplete half equation is balanced by adding 2 hydrogen ions and 1 electron to the left hand side? It can only be one of them. And I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to identify which one it is. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's obviously B. If I add 2 hydrogen ions and 1 electron to any of A, C, and D, it wouldn't be balanced. I'd have a +1 charge on the left hand side, neutral charge on the left hand side. It must be 9 if the answer is B. I don't know if they did that by purpose or with a mistake or anything, I'm not sure. Which statement about this redox reaction is correct? SN2 plus is the oxidizing agent and it gains electrons. Go from +2 to, that's -2 +4. We go from SN2 plus gains the electrons. CrO2O72 minus go from -14 plus 6 to +3 is an oxidizing agent and it gains electrons. Now, if it's an oxidizing agent, it would not gain electrons. It's the reducing agent and gains electrons. No, the answer is SN2 plus. It's the reducing agent and gains electrons. No, not the reducing agent and gains electrons. Yeah, reducing agent and gains electrons. Question 4. Which equation does not show the reduction of a transition metal? So transition metal, that's +4 to 0. Reduction to oxidation state decreases. In this case, we go from -3 +3. Don't care about the moles. -3 +3. In this case, +1 -1 for iodine, I. Let's say +1 potassium. Oh, the iron, sorry. So in this case, iron -2 +2, so that is reduced. It does decrease oxidation state. MnO2, Mn +2. In this case, +2, perfect. It's not changed, it's not decreased. And if you look at DCO, that is +2 in here. Well, that is -4. And therefore, that is also going to be -4. That's going to be -4, that's going to be +2. So then that would also not show the reduction of a transition metal. Transition metal though. Is Mn a transition metal or is CO a transition metal? Transition metal. MnO2 plus 4HCl MnCl2 plus Cl2 plus 2H2O. Is this the reduction of a transition metal? I can't believe I got that wrong. Obviously, it's not C because that's -4. That's +4. That is, so therefore the answer is D. I was confused because like that's -4. Overall charge -2. Therefore that must be +2. That's clearly +2. That's oxygen -2. Therefore the answer is D. Learn from my mistakes though. Question 5. In which reactions hydrogen acting as oxidizing agents? In this case, hydrogen 0, 0 to -1 for the. If it's an oxidizing agent, what happens to the oxidation state? Well, the oxidation state will decrease. It is a bit complicated, so it's like opposite of what you'd expect, and that's why it's a bit complicated. The oxidation state decreases. It gains electrons in a reaction, causing the oxidation state of substance to decrease. Does the oxidation state of chlorine decrease? Yes. The answer is A. If we look at here, part C, 0, 0 plus 3, that's -3. But Cl2 plus H2 arrow 2HCl is hydrogen acting as an oxidizing agent. Cl2 plus H2 arrow 2HCl. Oh, hydrogen actually acts as a reducing agent in this case, not as an oxidizing agent. It donates electrons, and chlorine accepts the electrons. And in this case, oxygen donates electrons, chlorine also, nitrogen accepts electrons, so that is hydrogen acting as a reducing agent. In this case, 0, 0 plus 1 oxidation state of sodium and NaH. Well, what is it going to be? Well, hydrogen is surely +1, right? The oxidation state of sodium, Na, and NaH. The hydrogen in sodium is a -1 charge. In this case, sodium is +1 charge. So what happens is the hydrogen oxidation state decreases, and therefore it does act as an oxidizing agent. Whereas if we look at the part A and part B, in part A, I should have made this explicit. It's asking about hydrogen acting as an oxidizing agent, so the oxidation state decreases. So in this case, 0 to +1, that's acting as reducing agent. In part C, 0 to +3, that's acting as an reducing agent. In this case, 0 to -1, that's acting as an oxidizing agent. And if you look at B, that's 0. Don't really need to look at B anyway. 2Na plus H2 arrow 2NaH is hydrogen acting as an oxidizing agent, and yes it is. Next one. Question 6, in which conversion is the metal reduced? The metal. So in this case, -14, that's +6, +12 to get -2. In this case, -2 times by 4 -8, that's +6. That's not reduced. Oxidation state stays the same. +6 to +6. In this case, Mn -8 -2 times by 4 -8 plus +6 to get overcharged -2. In this case, MnO4 -2 times by 4 -8, that's +7. +6 to +7. TiO2 -2 times by 2 -4, that's +4. In this case, -6. That's also +4. Can't be C. And in this case, VO3 -2 times by 3 -6, that's +5. In this case, -2, that's going to be +4. What happens when a metal is reduced in terms of its oxidation state? What happens when a metal is reduced in terms of its oxidation state? Oxidation state. Oxidation decreases because of the gain of electrons. So in this case, it's going to be D. That's increased, so that metal is not reduced, just opposite of that. It's D, the metal is reduced because oxidation state decreases. Question 7. Which one of the following reactions do 2 H ions and 1 electron have to be added to left hand side of the balance equation? Again, I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to answer this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's obviously going to be B. Because if I add 2 H pluses and 1 electron to left hand side on any of these A, C, and D, I'll have 2 H plus an electron plus. So I'll have a +1 charge on the left hand side, and I'll have a 0 here. Okay, so it's not going to be A, it's not going to be D. However, I forgot about C. Could it be C? Let's have a look. So now I'm actually do a bit of concentration. So VO2 plus, because you could already cancel, I thought I could just cancel 3 of them out, but not in this case. VO2 plus 2H plus E minus V3 plus H12. Does that make sense? Is that balanced? The overall charge 2 plus 4 plus E minus 3 plus charge, that is balanced. 1 VO here, 1 VO there, 1 oxygen there, 1 oxygen there, 2H plus there, 2H plus there. So it is going to be B. But if we look at C, why is it not C? Well, NO3 minus plus 2H plus E minus HNO2 plus H12. If we add 2H pluses, it's NO3 and then the minus charge. Add 2H pluses, -1 plus 2, 1, and then 1 plus -1, that's 0, and that's 0. However, if we look at is it balanced? 1 nitrogen there, 1 nitrogen there, 3 oxygens there, 3 oxygens there, 2 hydrogens there, 3 hydrogens on the right hand side. Therefore, it's not balanced. And that's the end of the multiple choice questions.